second in the NFL in touchdown receptions.
Just about set to go now in the snowy Meadowlands. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They're led onto the field. Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And the rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week, 21 carries, 70 yards.
His team's offense, he will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, it's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test of taking on the #1 overall offense in the league. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Now it's Goff.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because...
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The 2 teams barely off the buses. They've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost them.
So the Jets now in great position here to start things out. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you've got to get together. You've got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Marcus Jones, a return man. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And some space here. And bulldozing his way through. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff.
That's caught, Puka Nacua.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And it's a fumble.
Oh, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling right, the right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review.
And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
What's that?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. From the 50, it's Goff.
He's across midfield.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, Shell.
Goff. Parker's got it for a New England touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now 13-7.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15. And it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. Hall again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi.
Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 3.
Now Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Ready?
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Touchdown, Jets. Noah Fant from 21 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And now out come the Patriots.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Play action. It's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Ball again on 2nd down.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Jets at 14-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
65 cat, 65 cat. Ready?
On third down, here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
Now it's Richardson. They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Now the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Patriots ready to try again on offense.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Goff.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Okay, ready? Panther 11, Panther 11.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Let's go now.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And he'll find Hall. He's across midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Hustle, hustle. Ready, ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they move the ball with relative ease.
A toss left side for Hall.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ready.
They'll go again with Hall.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Go.
On the draw, it's Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jets are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Who goes tonight?
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Finding room at midfield.
And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on... field is reversed.
On first down, it's gone. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Goff. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And pressure gets to him again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense.
Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy.
Going.
You know where I'm
Fantasy.
going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy line, but you don't want you just play.
I'm not good enough to play a fantasy game. I enjoy watching.
You're an analyst. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Shot.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Stephon Diggs, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Garrett Wilson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He had 2 touchdowns on the ground and added another on the receiving end for good. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Hall on a give up the middle. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Hall again.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Bronco 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Warrior 70. Go.
3rd and 1. Richardson to throw.
Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Jalen Waddle
With touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Now a first down throw. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Hall again.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
They'll run with Hall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's a give to Hall.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
20
plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout.
Here we go, here we go.
Richardson on 4th down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kyle Pitts there to make the grab. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jets will take over. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Flushed out right. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here at MetLife Stadium.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
A give running right is Hall. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them?
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 33.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Goff, a throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Richardson.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown!
Breece Hall
from 4 yards out.
And the Jets add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Jones breaking from the contact. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
New England trying to get to place on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gone. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Jets.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Get it.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Hall again on 2nd down.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now he's free at the 35.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Patriots 7.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
Goff on 1st down.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
2nd and 10. Now Goff. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff under pressure. They got him again. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Jets, they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fufu. Grew up wearing platinum fubu on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped at all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I reach Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me.